And we're back, like those dinosaurs. Welcome to game number 2
What?
of
No,
your
what?
SCL Qualifiers.
What does that mean?
This is like the 80th time I've made this reference on stream.
What was that?
We're back, a dinosaur story. The cameraman's got to tell you about it. Come on.
A dinosaur story? What is that?
Have you ever seen Land Before Time?
I guess, yeah.
Picture something 20 times better in New York City. It's
En-
dinosaurs.
Encino Man?
We've got game 2 coming up for you. Erry Day Carry tried their best, but they wound up on the bottom side as Team
Brendan
Eager
Fraser movie.
on
It's a
top.
good movie. Pauly Shore's in that movie.
My point exactly.
What?
Erry Day,
Come on!
yeah, you got to just
You would
stop.
hang out with Pauly Shore.
No.
I'm going to tweet him and tell him you said that.
Sure, I'm going to tweet David Spade and tell him you want to hang out with him.
Seems like a nice guy.
Erry Day Carry has #1 pick. They know what they're talking about, unlike Brandon. Taking Kepri off the board. Eager. They've got a shot, too.
You never watched Just Shoot Me? It was a good show.
Yeah, yes, I have watched Just Shoot Me. I end my statement there. Guan Yu, also taken out.
Tommy Boy. Black Sheep.
Tommy Boy doesn't count. Carried by Farley.
What? It was not!
Come on, fat boy.
It
Fat
was
guy in a little
a
jacket.
team effort.
Fat guy in a little jacket.
Just like Team Eager had to win game 1.
We'll get you there to the Segway King. I'll teach you someday. Ao Kwong, taken out by Eager. No Kepri, no Ao Kwong, but there will be a Chronos. Erry Day Carry will pick this again for Aggro.
Son-in-Law was a good movie. Pauly Shore. Biodome.
Do you have an off button somewhere? Like, is it back here? Is it on your back?
Hey, come on. Touch the jacket.
Like you, actually, you're looking all right today. I do got to say, everybody generally looking good today.
Watch your mouth. Zeus gonna be locked in. Hey, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Is this the same exact? No, Odin got banned. Okay, so almost the same. Geb Zeus for Team Eager. Erry Day Carry. It's pretty much the same thing going on so far.
Yeah, no Odin allowed this time around, so Myflin will have to find a different character to play.
I don't think Myflin had that much control over the game. I think one time he really forced Tyr into a bad spot. Otherwise, it really wasn't that bad.
The Odin ring did wind up being kind of successful, honestly.
But any more than any other jungler would have been? I can't confirm that.
I
Whereas,
guess so.
like, Geb made some dope saves. Zeus got some crazy damage.
You know what it is, though? Honestly, when it comes down to it, also as Thor and Athena are picked up for Erry Day Carry, it also comes down to just raw feel. And whatever we see from the sky, from the helicopter point of view, Erry Day Carry, they feel like that Odin cage prevented them from rocking out a lot of their correct picks.
Tyr ban from Team Eager. This should have happened to begin with. Tyr and Guan Yu both taken away, and this will be the first time that I get to see Chapo play something else.
We'll see how deep he goes. I mean, like I said, he played a Weirlish solo very well. And honestly, for what it's worth, Chapo streams like every single night on his channel, and he plays almost everything. So we'll get a chance to see how deep his God pool winds up being in the competitive side of things. As Robin is banned out by EDC, they know that Team Eager's solo laner Dwurst has a very good Robin.
And it's going to be Fenrir, another tankier type pick, likely for the jungle. Agni going to be put into the
mid lane.
Mid lane,
Yeah.
yes. Chronos will be the hunter.
Aggro has his Agni is better than his Chronos, in my opinion. I really like the Agni coming out from Aggro just because it seems to fit what he wants to do. And Ratotoskr will be...
Wow.
Not convinced this is solo.
Think it's jungle, Thor solo?
I am not convinced either way, I'll tell you that much. Erry Day Carry is a team that, as I said, you have 2 junglers on the team. Chapo just happens to sit in solo lane. But they're 2 junglers by nature, so those god pools will lend themselves. Thor works out very well in solo lane, as does Ratotoskr, but they'll be heading up against the Sun Wukong, somebody with nigh instant clear.
Yeah, most of Eager saying if it wasn't broke, not going to fix it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, just no reason to really deviate from after that sort of win that we saw. They were able to not just win the game, but come back from a large deficit. So, as I said, not really any reason to go ahead and fix it. And we'll be Chapo on the Ratotoskr making his way into the short lane over here for the guys on Erry Day Carry.
All right, let's see the items, please. I want to see what we're working with. Did he go into level 2? No, okay, he's going to go Bluestone. Now, this is the way that I normally choose to go, and usually that's wrong. Just because I don't have anywhere near the level of success that Divios or Omega has had.
Right. Really the only 2 solo laners of note to bring this character out. I guess you can't mention Ratotoskr without bringing up DJ Pernicus, but he's a jungler. In the solo lane, it's a much different character.
Not in Split 3. I don't think at split 3 he matters. I don't think he's part of the discussion anymore. Just because Opal is no longer viable.
Okay.
Even with the Hydra's buff, no one has been able to make it work. Sapphire is garbage. And then you also have Topaz, which is untested,
Right.
I want to
Yeah.
say.
Haven't seen too much of it.
The only thing that works is Emerald, which is why we see him come out of the jungle.
The sustain Acorn, of course. Definitely the choice.
Chapo, though, making a small mistake in my eyes as he did level his 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the maximum damage for jungle camps, but if he gets aggressed on by this
Right.
Fenrir, he dies.
That's why we see players wait for their abilities to go ahead and choose it. No red pot for Ratotoskr. Weekend does have one, and they will combat this.
serious?
I figured they would just leave it to
Walk
Eager.
away, man.
No, they're going to get aggressive. Look, and they're going to go right onto Myflin. After taking the damage from the camps, they take the damage from the gods, and Chapo able to confirm it.
Okay, so that was a really easy engagement for Team Eager.
They pressed W.
All they had to do was take a few steps back and reinitiate in a second. That's all they had to do. And for some reason, Myflin's like, I have brutalized. Let me just do this damage and then die immediately. Even with the knockup that came out, all Dwurst did was guarantee that all of those little acorns are going to rush right through that Fenrir body.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll say, that wasn't, X player making a mistake. That was X team doing very well. That was a misplay on the side of Eager. Taking all that damage from those Harpies definitely put them into kill threshold, and ADC saw that and took it to the cleaners. So Myflin going to go ahead and lose his red pot, which is a huge thing to note.
On Fenrir, too.
Yep.
Who's, it seems like he's a really good jungler, and he is. Uh-oh, Choppa's dead.
Yeah.
There was actually 0 chance of escape there because he activated the Bluestone.
Ooh.
The Bluestone forced the enemy minion to actually aggro to him and stay there. Knockup was beautiful, but it's not going to be enough damage. Even if he hit that, it wasn't enough.
So we start the game off with 2 curious misplays from, honestly, 2 players that have shown that those are definitely outliers. We're used to seeing positive plays. Unfortunately, not the case here around. Likely see the players correct those mistakes as the game goes on very early here. Before we even hit 2 minutes, we've got 2 kills. Quite different from last game, huh?
Dwurst, I think, getting the better of it overall. By the time he clears this wave up, he's going to be in a pretty good position in terms of experience and gold. Actually, no, just getting level 4 now actually does keep
still trailing.
Chapo, in the lead, just barely. Gold-wise, of course, first blood bounty worth a lot.
Mm-hmm. Avoiding the big hit from the Son of Wukong.
Okay, proper clear. Seems like he's got the laning phase of Ratotoskr down, but he's been very unsafe about where he's applying his damage. For instance, right here, he doesn't have a dash. Dwurst needs 2 more hits, and it's not going to do it.
The tower. Oh, the tower. And Chapo's going to go in, up on the ultimate, trying to find the Son of Wukong, landing right on down. He's got a health pot and a multi-pot ticking. The damage not going to find it. The knockup will, and the dash. Chapo, with all the gall in the world, goes right towards his opponent and takes him out.
Where was the Ox form or the Tiger?
He used Ox form. He knocked him up. Dwurst knocked him up. It still wasn't enough.
Where? Wow.
Yep.
I mean, Chapo should not have gotten that kill.
Well, a big part of that was Chapo's foresight. Popped both the health pot and the multi-pot, which means he's healing more so than usual. So all that health is ticking up while he's in the air trying to find the kill, goes directly towards Son Wukong, who doesn't have the same luxury, and, well, you saw it, winds up on top.
Trouble? No. Okay, a little bit late on the rotation, and Weekend did not have enough mana to rush into that safely. Had he teleported in with no mana remaining otherwise, it would have been a clean kill for Zeus.
This is a funny skin to use in a competitive setting for a Weekend. That Thor.
Why is that?
When you use your ult, you're a robot.
Yeah, robots are great.
It's
That's
really
why I like
loud.
Kohi. They sing about robots.
Chapo in some trouble here, very low. Dwurst. This is a fun lane to watch. Both of these guys always want to fight.
He's got to be careful. He's pulling minion aggro. Still gets a Chapo. Dude, what is this?
Wow. A lot of damage coming out in the mid lane as well. Ultimate used by the big woof, but Aggro parries it out. So not going to be dragged into the thunderstorm too much. Will take 90% of his life bar from damage of Zeus.
Left side, mid camp's getting aggressed onto. We're going to see Weekend throw out a hammer, but not get too much damage off of it. And okay.
Everyone knows he's in the ult. They heard the giant guitar lick. Doesn't matter. Still going to land on the backside. Doesn't get the kill on a Delta Marine, but a good stun on a Jellly. And here comes Cougar. Down from the sky, landing, crashing, dashing, and everything in between.
All right, so no worries. Now he's not a robot anymore. You don't have to worry about it.
That guitar lick, though, it's so loud.
But it's so cool. Trouble here. Myflin very low in the back line. Chapo actually getting stunned away on his dash. Not enough mana even to dash. That is a 35 cost.
Aggro with the basic.
Oh, and AirCougar actually almost saved him. Nice attempt. Nice attempt.
NT.
NT.
Gold Fury started by Erry Day Carry after their success in that team fight.
They got this, yeah?
Yeah, this is a lot of room.
No, they're not doing any damage to this thing. Brachacha's about to die. Rotation's over. That was definitely not going to happen. Zachsy has no damage.
Too early. Chronos, not the god. It's a lot different than starting Devo Gloves Apollo, right? So much difference.
That is right, Agni. Thank you.
You're in rare form today, Brandon. I feel like you found the word fun.
Dude, that's like my favorite thing about playing Smite. When like you get a kill on Neath and she goes, "Really?" You're like, "Yes." Really. There's more to that, but it involves
every Tuesday
curses.
at 8 p.m. 4-2 read the kills in 5.5 minutes. Erry Day Carry starting the game off a little bit different. Well, actually, kind of exactly like game number 1. Erry Day Carry started off with a bang, and then Team Eager slowly but surely found their win in the late game.
Look at Team Eager, though. 100 goal behind, and their solo laner is almost 1,000 behind. That's spelling a pretty good win for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, 200 up above Chronos is Apollo. You've got a couple 200 up above for... Well, actually, that's a mid lane Zeus, not a support Zeus. I've got things a little bit...
No, it's support, trust me.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, he built the Dynasty Playtime.
Exactly.
He's got some defensive items. That's TDG, top damage game.
Dude, I'm down.
Telkon's Ring, Fatalis.
Yes, man.
The P-Bat build.
The what?
The P-Bat build.
That's my build.
Nah, it's the P-Bat build, my friend.
Damn P-Bat taking everything.
That's the P-Bat build. Now, Chapo has this presence in solo lane where we talk a lot about Omega's aura and how players want to avoid him. Chapo infuriates you, and you want to fight him. And
He's not a solo laner.
That's where Dwurst died. He tried to fight him in that second engagement when he had no business doing it. Quite a different story for Chapo this time around. Jumps right into the mouth of the dog. Suffers half of HP, all of it. Chapo, very odd engagement going on there with the rotation from solo lane. Not going to quite make it, but the stun on an AirCougar from Zachsy during the dash. Very good play there.
He's got an ult now.
There it is.
He's going to go backwards. Shield to the ground. Chain lightning coming. And maybe not in time, but they shouldn't need too much more. Another kill once again for Team Eager. Now 4-4. Brachacha out of position. Knockup coming in a second. Just enough time for the stun. But look at this. Look at Myflin getting right past it. They've created enough space and forced out enough usage of the ult from Agni to ensure at least positional advantage at the Gold Fury. But it seems they're going to take the safer route and keep farming.
That's why I said that I like Aggro's Agni more so than virtually any other god that he plays, is that Aggro is a mid laner, very much so, but he has that Kiki-esque style where he wants to bring some sort of support to the team, and being able to group stun like that, that is Aggro's play style through and through.
All right. Aggro disagrees.
My bad.
All right, next game, back to Zeus.
How long are you going to do that? Is that all game?
I think so, yeah.
All right. I'll get my seatbelt on for this one.
All right.
Well, you're full health, buddy. That's all the green you got.
It's blue. It's blue team.
Stop.
You're the one that did that, all right? You put yourself in that position.
I mean, I'm feeling a little bit like Dwurst now. I got baited into the situation, and now I took the fight I didn't want. Dwurst still within a level. Chapo with a slight lead. Boots not finished yet. And, you know, that's an interesting conversation when it comes to Ratotoskr. Obviously, the Acorn is extremely efficient. That's what makes it so exciting. But how much does the stoppage or the slow down of the rest of the build affect it?
I guess it depends, right? I mean, you have breastplate is very important. You want to get that on as soon as possible. But the way Chapo's been playing his early game and the fact that he's so far ahead, it shouldn't hurt him too badly. He's basically earned a free bluestone at this point. But at the end of the game, you got to wonder how much effect he's going to have with little CC on Xbox.
Very true.
This is not an Xbox god to me.
We'll keep an eye on that. You know what? Neither is Tyr. And yet he still finds those Blink Fearlesses. He still winds up getting them down with the best of them. So
that was a really good shot by AirCougar, by the way. And a nice return by Zachsy.
Yeah. As long range as you can get, honestly. Like that play. Blue buff could be stolen out. And now Chapo in some trouble. Ultimate is good to avoid the ult from Myflin, though. And one more from Weaken. Sends him into the sky.
He's going to... Oh, okay. He saw Dwurst.
Yeah.
He's going to come down here, not get too much, and jump away immediately. That decoy is the one that's low, not anyone relevant, and it's going to be Brochacho paying the price.
So I like that play at a Weaken, and at first glance, that might not look like a strong play. But what he does is he lands in the bottom. If he gets a stun, awesome. So be it. It's not about that. It's about separating his team from the rest of the damage as Aggro picks up Jellly, unable to retreat as fast as the rest of the squad.
Wow. Chapo knows that he's in a lot of trouble here. He winds up staying still just to try to bait for a little while. Jump over and a beautiful attack by Myflin gets the kill.
Nice play. Chapo looked like he had a handle on that one with a couple of good healing tricks, but not able to take out the dog. Well played.
Meditation on cooldown. Yep. Even got that emeralds to attack as well. Just wasn't enough. I think that Elchapo has let himself forget that this is an insane counter matchup. Right.
I mean, not only just Dwurst, but also Sun Wukong. And with that curse, things are just going to get even tougher for the Rat.
I mean, when you pick Ratotoskr, you never want to see Fenrir. That's just what it comes down to. You never, ever want to see Fenrir. There is nothing you can do about his damage. And it is actually some of the highest damage in the game. We can't hover on the Xbox, right? But Brutalize at level 1 does like 160 damage without scaling.
It's huge.
It hits
the base.
harder than Tallow Assault.
Yep. Doesn't strip the protections, but it's still like pure offense.
You don't need to strip the protections because you're not having to whittle down per hit.
Yeah.
It actually winds up doing more damage in almost every different engagement.
Speaking of Myflin, though, he takes a big chunk thanks to the Thor hammer out of nowhere. Chapo now still fighting with Dwurst.
It's the
now,
third time, by the way.
Even.
Third time we've seen him miss that cudgel.
Just a little bit better at dancing. Now the level lead goes to Dwurst. Chapo looking at his pigs. Will be aggressed on by 2. Jump gonna miss, but the stun out of the monkey will be good. And the instant ult.
Now he's got to be careful here. Myflin does have his ultimate available. Could go back in, and yeah, he's going to go for the heal that we all expected. Chapo trying to bring this in, and nice dash through, just barely getting away. Dwurst in some trouble. Has got to be very careful, but a little bit early on the taunt was Athena. She should have waited for the boar before going for it, or the ox rather.
Yeah, that'll just silence it out, break it out. But right now, 2-on-1. AirCougar taking the fight, sanctuarying some of the damage, but not afraid to not shying away from the fight. I like that. And well, here comes the cavalry.
Very smart usage right there, but he's got triple and he's gone. Wow. Delta Marine 3-stacked it. Auto attack canceled to the explosion. Zachsy's dead.
Too fast, and immediately, we see attention turned to the Gold Fury by Team Eager. Brochacho's here, but definitely not the god you want to steal a Gold Fury with.
No, I mean, oh wait, but listen to that.
That's in the sky. Weaken lands down on the backside. Delta Marine now being aggressed on, and there's the kill. Aggro from the right side dashes through the opposition. Love the positioning of the Agni play there, but he might be in some trouble. 3, 4 hits, and 1 from the monkey. Dwurst takes the kill off of the assist from Myflin's dog.
That is a decoy, by the way. Don't be fooled. A little bit of damage. Here comes Chapo.
He's going to play it safe. Not going to be a part of this. Brochacho, on the other hand, forced to be a part of it.
Is that beats?
Had to purify out of the ultimate.
Wow, I did not notice that Athena actually had purification. Oh, got stunned away. He does not have a dash here, and low mana might put him in a bad spot. For some reason, though, Dwurst walking away from this.
Yeah, trading basics with Jellly. Dwurst not in the picture means Chapo's going to be very, very safe. Level 14 on the Rat now.
Goes for his blue buff and knows that he's not going to have time here. Chapo gets some of his mana back, and as a result, should be able to steal this away. No, reverse steal coming back. Jellly in some trouble. Nice damage from onto Chapo, and no tree for you.
Killed as he goes up. Delta Marine again. Brandon, somebody ban this guy Zeus.
Yeah, this is some of the best Zeus play I think we've seen.
This is like, the Zeus is just so strong on Delta Marine. Time and time again, and it's not just this week. We see it over and over.
And it's not like he has like full Doom Orb and a Ratotoskr. He has an Imperial helmet and some boots. And now what is looking like the beginnings of a Book of Thoth. Although it could be Soul Reaver.
Could be a Soul Reaver, as I said. That's what we're used to seeing out of very defensive Zeuses. But we'll take a look. Brochacho now in trouble. Weaken, excellent wall.
You know, if Weaken didn't get that wall, one more stack of anything. Trying to go for the steal here. AirCougar in a bad spot. Rotation coming in as well.
He's on it.
Myflin is here.
Look at Eager. They're staying on the Gold Fury until they're forced to be taken out by Weekend. And Aggro going to combine there as well for his 4th kill. Brochacho gets the kill assist headed to the mid laner. And Myflin now takes out Weekend. Dwurst up on the cloud looking for a re-engage. And Myflin's going to force it. Zachsy Fury's out.
Myflin, what in the world? That was the most amateur play we have seen out of Team Eager since they have formed. AirCougar overcommitting to the Gold Fury instead of backing off. Yeah. Delta Marine put himself very far out of position. Jellly trying to pick up the slack, and then Myflin, for absolutely no reason, just allows himself to be erased. Erry Day Carry finds a massive kill return here, evening up the score, and now taking the lead in gold.
Tier 1 tower is going to fall. Erry Day Carry will go ahead and look towards the Gold Fury. Chapo going to try and stop Dwurst, and successfully stop Dwurst. He doesn't have CC, but he's got tons of peel by way of damage. Damn.
And too little too late here. That Gold Fury is going down. They've taken... Wait, no! Wow.
The appearance of AirCougar on the backside forces the reset.
To who?
But Zachsy makes AirCougar as gone as quickly as he came in.
I don't see who you're talking about.
He's in the base. You'll see him in 37 seconds. Or 17.
All right. I don't understand why you had to bring that up then, if he's in the base.
He's just hanging out.
I was hoping for a cool Agni line right there. That would have been great.
I know you were.
That's right. They just hit him with it, right?
So, guys, you guys have been asking here at the SPL. We always like to make improvements to the stream and try to bring up our game personally.
That's
or
why
otherwise.
Bart's gone.
That's why we have a TriCast today. It's myself, Diem, Brandon, and Agni. We're making sure things are balanced out well.
Let me see the grain.
That means gold in hand, please. Can we bring that up and see where players are at? 2,000 for Ratotoskr, 1,200 for Thor. Still on top as we look towards the next item players are thinking of building.
Wow. Okay, so what are you going to do with 2K? Can we actually see the items? He doesn't have his breastplate, so that'll be 1,350 taken out. So he'll have another 800. I would assume that's going to go towards a cudgel and some wards.
Okay. Cudgel, one of the worst items in the game, built into the Frostbound Hammer, which is one of the better items.
Yes, but man, cudgel sucks.
Yeah, 10 health, right?
No, man, 100. Actually, I think it might be 150.
It feels like 10 health, though.
It might be 150 now, I think.
It feels like 10 health.
It does feel like 10 health.
Myflin now, he's looking for it.
This
but
guy
as soon as Brochacho shows up, he goes away.
He's got to take a break.
Myflin has been very aggressive this game. And it's paid off. He's 4-2-3.
He's killing Jellly, though. I don't think he recognizes the unintention or the intention behind his movements from the enemy team's perspective. Whenever Myflin moves up, Jellly has to come with him or Myflin could die. Yeah. And at this stage of the game, I mean, either one going down could result in a Gold Fury loss. So Erry Day Carry notices his positional failure repeatedly and is punishing the rest of the team for it. What this does on a player who might not be considered a top player is it says, okay, my team's out of position. Why are they taking so much damage?
Right.
He's not recognizing that he's the one that's out of the position because it's been 3 times now. Granted, he has come up with some pretty brilliant brutalizes that have resulted in some pretty important kills, but he's got to make sure this positioning is worked on or he's going to bait his team into a loss here.
Well, that time around, Myflin plays a little safe, jumping away from both Brochacho.
Should have jumped in.
Listen to you. You hear that sound? That's the sound of 10 Reddit threads being made.
Yes, dude. Thank you.
The battle going on in the solo lane one more time. Dwurst half already. Chapo really able to bring the pain. And yes, there's the cudgel.
I think that has to do with the fact that you look at the items that Chapo built and it's damage and healing, damage, and cooldown reduction and physical protection, which results in more damage. As opposed to, 2 of those same items and then he has magical defense, which doesn't really help him.
It doesn't help him against the Ratotoskr, but it certainly helps him against the damage that Zachsy and Aggro are going to be able to bring.
There it is again. Even with a 3-level difference, Myflin comes out hit to hit a little bit higher.
Grouping up by Erry Day Carry. They've got the map presence around the Gold Fury. Chapo fighting in the jungle against Myflin. There's the ult.
He caught the dash.
He's going to bring Chapo right towards his target, but there's the Athena ultimate. Jumping away just in time. Not going to find a kill. But that brings Athena away from the Gold Fury. Erry Day Carry going to start it either way, and Geb rolls out.
Oh, Weekend almost getting that double tap, and not a lot of damage there from Aggro either, as AirCougar lands down, Purification burned.
Yeah, Aggro with the helmet into the instant pen, actually. I really like the choice to go pen very quickly. And we'll discuss that in a moment, because right now there's some action. AirCougar very low, going to be alive thanks to a Geb shield, and Chapo on the backside looking for the kill, but It's very tough. Yeah, a little low.
Trouble here in the front line. Everyone's getting baited by Dwurst. They're using a lot. Dwurst to go in here. He should have jumped down onto that Agni. He's sending the decoy to do his dirty work, and it looks like the boys of Eager are going to turn their sights once again to the Gold Fury. Weekend in some trouble, fighting 1v1 against Myflin. Myflin getting the better of him. No Bluestone, not enough.
Yeah, no Bluestone, no stun, but certainly a Gold Fury. Taunt comes a hair too late, and Brochacho now in some trouble. Aggro does provide the stun, but is it enough?
That's enough.
Myflin says no. Brochacho is down for the count. Second death for the support.
Stopped him. Aggro in some trouble here. Nice use of purification beads, but not in time on the stun. It's going to be Jellly credited with that one. Shockwave for the kill.
And with the presence here on the left-hand side, easy tower for Eager. They've got some minions, but Jelly's still tanking it, curiously.
Yeah, he's going to go back to the base. Why not?
Yeah.
And Dwurst bird forming back, as you can see, a rotation from Zachsy. Myflin. Oh, Myflin. Oh.
Got caught window shopping, uses the ult just to get out of the hit. And a couple of basics, but the dog will jump over the wall. Weekend is waiting. Gets the kill.
That was just the worst thing I've seen today.
No, the worst is in the solo lane.
What?
Dwurst is in the solo lane.
Nice. Nice joke. That's his name. Good one.
But for real, that was, unfortunately, sometimes you see sloppy play.
I mean, that's just, if you're going up against, you know, the team that could have won the World Championships and you'd lazy back with someone running at you, I could see if, like, someone blinked out of the jungle and hit you with some rogue Nasha. Oh, yeah. Like, that's one thing. But, like, homie's running down the lane, dude. And they're probably saying, don't do that, man. You got to walk away from that. I'll be fine, dude.
Yeah, that's just rough. Myflin finds his third death of the contest off of that.
All three of his deaths have been very, very sloppy.
Sure.
Yeah. You know what? It's not an Xbox thing that, you know, for junglers. I mean, look at PC. Mask just got hit to the bench once again. Ionic finds himself on yet another team, although he's been on this one before.
Yeah, for the second time on it.
Skeletons jumping all over the place. Junglers are hard to come by. Yep. Myflin may be trying to fill a role he's not familiar with, although that wasn't really a jungle mistake so much as just like, I don't think this person will kill me.
So Myflin is Mytheria. He's played in the SPL a little bit before.
That's Mytheria?
Oh boy, yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that made you more
You know what?
mad.
I think that makes more sense because that was an egotistical play. I'm not going to get killed on a lazy back. Right? And that's been Mytheria's playstyle since the beginning of time.
Sure. I will not disagree with that, but Dwurst will disagree with the fact that he wants to live.
Ooh.
Weekend says no ult for you.
He almost got up there. I was secretly rooting for him to get out of there.
I don't think it's going to happen when there's 3 players next to you.
I just like to see hype stuff happen. AirCougar in some trouble here. It's not going to get any better with Athena coming in. Sanctuary going to help him out, but that taunt will guarantee it. Goodbye.
Yeah, the minions will make things tough for Zachsy's basics, but abilities hit all. AirCougar falls down 2, 3, and 6 for the Hunter. Jellly now in some trouble. Aggro and Weekend surround. There comes the Brochacho.
What is this montage of eager players being out of position? But the hero shows up just in time. Delta Marine finding a kill on a Weekend. Trying to turn this one around as well. Brochacho going to be joined in just a second here in the air. Ratotoskr looking to jump down in a bad spot, though, as here comes Fenrir.
Look at Aggro. He's very low, but he's on the outskirts trying to see what he can provide by way of stun.
Oh, Mytheria.
Chapo with the good dance shoes avoids the hit from the dog, but Fenrir still in the picture, going to hit him with the brutalized. Dashing doesn't matter. That's why Fenrir is the counter. Picks up the kill. Dwurst takes out Aggro, who stayed a little bit too close.
Honestly, Chapo did a great job by bringing Myflin into the team, but Jellly, once again, coming up big with the Geb shields. He needs it for himself, though. He's not going to have it. He's going down. Dwurst by himself. Going to go in.
Ooh, Zachsy now, combined with Brochacho. It's 2v1. Dwurst is there with a copy of himself. There's the reality. Weekend from the back. Weekend from the back. Weekend from the back. Dwurst in some trouble now.
Trouble here once again, this time for AirCougar. He's getting body blocked. Myflin finding the kill, going back in. Weekend looking for the hammer out of here, but I don't think he's got it. Oh, maybe he does.
The dash, the knock-up, and the smack. Myflin with a double kill. 8, 3, and 6. We just saw a sloppy back, but that kill was anything but. Myflin has definitely pulled it out here when it has mattered, and that's given his team a 4,900 gold lead. That's 5,000 gold, folks.
And 25 minutes, that's the lead that you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's when you can say, yes, we are in the lead this game. We're doing a good job.
And again, can we take a look at the graphs one more time? This is pretty much a similar story to last time around, where Erry Day Carry able to compete and able to almost have a lead at some points, but then quickly, as the game gets later and later, Team Eager able to turn the tables in their favor.
For me, I think a lot of this is Chapo and Weekend. Their end game is great. Brochachos is decent. Zachsy is coming out of position a little bit too much, and Aggro's looking for like Giphy Cat plays that don't exist.
Aggro, yeah, I mean on the I don't know. On the Agni, he's finding himself. He stays in the engagements a little bit too long because he knows that he can bring the support by way of the long range stuns, and Team Eager are just noticing him and pulling him out of position. So it's been rough.
Nice Geb shield once again. Might not be enough, though. Delta Marine in some trouble here. He throws out the detonate early to guarantee the damage.
Delta Marine?
He's dead.
He's not, though.
No, he's dead. Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Chapo shows up, takes out the mid laner. There's the Athena ult. Waiting for it was Chapo. Damage coming out onto the support. Dashes away from Cougar, but stuck between a Hunter and a solo laner. Chapo spills. Credit to AirCougar off the assist from Dwurst and Jellly, and Cougar able to combine one more time for the kill onto Brochacho.
Aggro not in position here to get anything done. Weekend very low as well. Nice dodge by Myflin as Dwurst goes to the backline. Weekend trying to get away. Knockable slow for just a second. Dwurst going all the way deep, getting dodged by Weekend. Few more seconds before he can teleport out, and he does. But Aggro getting soloed by Myflin, perhaps?
You know what my biggest problem here for Erry Day Carry is, in my opinion, Brandon?
What's that?
It's that we haven't seen a team fight in 15 minutes.
It has just been like individual players, and then eventually teams wind up showing up to the fight. They're not team fights.
Early on, we were talking so highly. We mentioned so many nice, positive things about Erry Day Carry's ability to CC chain, to show up and work off of each other. And as the game gets later and later, it's just one person fighting one person, and then Eager shows up and you're out of position. Or it's two people fighting one person, then Eager shows up and you're out of position. There are too many global ults. When Apollo's on the map, nobody's ever by themselves. And Erry Day Carry haven't seemed to internalize that just yet.
Weekend coming back into the mid lane. Brochacho is here as well. Left side, Gold Fury not getting started up. I think this is a ward attempt, perhaps. Yes, Zachsy cleaning up some vision. Rotation over towards the left side, heavily on the side of blue, although you will see Ratotoskr on the right side.
17-22 read the kills in our second game. This is a best of three, of course. Team Eager and Erry Day Carry fighting for seed points, or position points, I should say, for the SCL qualification. Later on in the fall split, we will have a regular league, just like you watch with the SPL. But for now, teams clamoring to earn points to see who will be in that league.
As of right now, Team Eager has already, I think, mathematically locked themselves into a top 3 position.
Sounds about right. They've won about 4 weeks in a row now.
Weekend teleporting away. Decent damage from Aggro, but a little bit late. Myflin decides to run through the entirety of the Path of Flames. Really got the red carpet treatment on that one.
AirCougar still going to get the kill on a Zachsy.
How is he alive?
Weekend is not. Myflin walks right down the red carpet to get a kill of his own. Now Delta Marine in some trouble for seemingly the first time this game. Brochacho able to take out the mid laner off of some support from Ratotoskr. Now it looks like a good kill for the team. Oh. It looked like a good kill for Erry Day Carry, but very quickly, AirCougar thought about turning it around and almost did, but that was too close. That was closer than it should have been for Erry Day Carry.
Nice knock-up, although you got to consider the purification was going off. Doesn't quite get much out of it aside from damage. And a beautiful use of Curse there. Extra slow on top, and there's no escape from AoE. Right there, another kill picked up for Eager. 25-19 at 28 minutes.
Myflin zoning on Aggro and Chapo by himself. They'll be forced to go back. And the Gold Fury for Team Eager. This one is free.
We can teleport it in, it looks like. And a dash
that teleport
down.
Changes.
Dash down from Agni as well.
Well, so is Weekend right on top of the team. There's 2 hits from the Meteors. And it's going to be enough to keep Eager off of the Gold Fury for now. Well played by Erry Day Carry to make their teleports worthwhile. That's not Dwurst.
No, it's a decoy.
I got juked.
Did you?
I was like...
He's running in a straight line through 3 people.
I mean, I sat here, I took a big breath in to call it. And I was like, that's not Dwurst.
That's not Dwurst. So let's take a look at the Fenrir build. He goes into Urchins, almost done, goes right into Titan's Bane for extra pen, into Spirit Robe, giving him some CDR, and now into a 1000-fold blade, more than likely going to be a stone-cutting sword to finish up.
Now we saw, I mean, is Fenrir still a basic attack character in the end game?
Only in my eyes when he has Frostbound Hammer. Otherwise, I don't really love it. He probably won't get too much out of this.
The stone cutting sword. It's still 50 power, which is always nice.
Great.
50 power is
10% movement speed too.
Movement speed on the dog is very important. So is the Gold Fury. Team Eager cement themselves. Oh, I thought that was going to be 10K, but 8K above everyday carry here.
It's 8.7. It's a pretty good chunk.
Yeah, yes, definitely wasn't saying otherwise.
Where are you going?
Who?
Dwurst just like bird form through the mid in front of like 3 people. What's he doing?
Trying to make things happen, maybe? Trying to bait the enemy into something?
Looks like they're getting ready for a push over on the right side. See Chapo coming through the jungle, walking on a ward. We'll see and spot out. He's going to have to take this fight. No problem so far.
There's the dash through. A little slow. Dwurst.
Didn't heal. That was strange. Jellly.
Not
Blink
going to
down.
find the knockup. But Blink is down, and there's the dash in from Athena. One taunt and stun. Delta Marine puts his ult slightly to the side, so Everyday Carry can avoid it. But Team Eager now going to go in, and Weaken will follow suit. Ultimate used by Dwurst to give himself another life bar. Jumping forward is the monkey. He gets the kill on Brochacho, and Zachsy being chased, well, by a decoy. Well, Chapo being chased by a very real Fenrir.
Zachsy actually was in a really
Jelly's
good
so low.
position.
Jelly's too low. Jelly stays around. Aggro takes him out. This could turn for EDC.
Dash down. No, not enough damage. Everyday Carry is in a really good position here. They only wind up losing 1 comparatively to the 2. Everybody on the side of Team Eager is going to have to back. They must turn this into a major attempt, but Myflin not getting taken out fast enough. Is that enough?
Dash caught Sanctuary to immune some of the dot damage from Aggro, but it doesn't last that long. And Aggro gets the kill off of a huge assist from Weaken. With that many dead, Brandon, Fire Giant is being discussed right now, but it will not be the option as they know Delta Marine is in the area.
Wow, yeah, they're going to back off here. Myflin in the back line taking the 1v1, both level 20 at this point, and it is the Stone Cutting Sword tearing through. Chapo deciding to try to battle this. Myflin takes a lot of damage, though, able to dodge and able to escape just barely as Weaken comes in looking for the kill.
Chapo's going to come right back. Thought about coming back in on top, but Delta Marine chooses the safe route. Chapo is alive because of Weaken.
Yes.
The stun interrupted the brutalize from Fenrir, saves the life of the rat, gets the kill onto Delta Marine, and now Everyday Carry feel like they have enough room to go for the Fire Giant.
Jellly coming in, knock up. Brochacho, a small mechanical mistake there. Geb's shield will absorb most of the damage he just took. Zachsy standing and running through portals, or rather pools of lava. Gonna have to rewind early. Dwurst into the back line, teleports, paying off dividends.
Gets one stun, but now he's the one that's stunned, and Dwurst in some trouble. Pops into the ultimate, Bulwark of Hope online as well. Aggro gets aggroed on. Dwurst taking him out with the cudgel, and down from the sky, here comes AirCougar, looking to make the turnaround. Jellly pops him up, and the damage is being dealt. Dwurst gets credit off the assist from the whole team, but AirCougar taken out by Zachsy, the most important kill in that team fight, makes sure it's over.
And right there at the end, Myflin brutalizes Weaken. Weaken throws out an auto attack, and Myflin lives under 20 HP, allowing him to not only get out of there safely and heal up, but burning down another kill onto the world champion solo, or rather jungler.
That might have been a deicide had Zachsy not taken out AirCougar. He was on a tear. That Apollo was ready to take out the entire team. And the Fire Giant afterwards. That was all Apollo.
Chapo did use his ultimate, stunned out, activates the Spirit Robe. Not going to be great for when he walks into this fight. Zachsy coming over as well. They're going to need a lot of damage here, and on the right targets.
Zachsy.
I thought that was a decoy. What is he doing?
He's just standing there, and Dwurst's going to have to use the bird to get out. Chapo now assists from Athena. Jelly's going to stun. That's a dead rat. He gets stuck in the rain. Delta Marine, credit on that. But the Fire Giant has been leashed out. Myflin gets the kill on Zachsy. Brochacho cannot get in here. Aggro does save the life, though. Big stun.
He goes to the back line, not the front. He's choosing Dwurst, but still finds Delta Marine, and the Fire Giant dance continues.
Weaken and Chapo seem to be playing like a tag team here. Chapo goes too deep, Weaken saves him. Weaken goes too deep, Chapo comes through. They seem to be playing like a tag team.
Their synergy is great.
You know what it is, and not for nothing. Weekend and Chapo have been doing the most Weekend and Chapo thing possible. They stream 2v2s, and they say, play us. If you beat us, we give you gems. If you don't, nothing happens because we're expected to beat you.
Right, exactly.
and you know, it's fun and it's good streaming, but more importantly, these two players, that's why the synergy's all there. They're playing together nightly for hours on end against all sorts of amalgamations of players and different matchups, and that's really helping them in the real fight of the SCL.
Fire Giant still available here at almost 35 minutes. A contest that has gone on longer than most I think would have expected.
Right, yeah.
8,000 gold and 12,000 experience ahead is Team Eager, but don't be fooled too much by the numbers. Most people have already maxed out their levels. The notable ones, we can still level 18 in 34 minutes.
Yeah. 4, 6, and 9 has found more success helping his team than finding the kills himself. One of the big things here, though, is, you know, the standings won't tell you the true story, as Jellly caught out a little bit. Eager has won every week in a row, but Erry Day Carry has not made it easy for them.
Oh, look at this. Chapo on the left side trying to split push, but nobody is contesting AirCougar. Another 1750 about to be added to the pool for Team Eager. Nobody rotating in time.
That's how I feel about that. There's not a lot that Eager's going to get off of the Gold Fury. Erry Day Carry would have loved it, but oh well. Now Ratotoskr in some trouble here. Going to go ahead and look for the tower. Won't be able to find it and gets out of there.
The first thing he does, and very smartly, is he activates the Flurry of Acorns. This says if you move close to me, I'm going to dash through and you're going to take a couple hundred damage. The second thing he does is recognize that they're not going to move close enough to get the combo, so he immediately ultimates to get himself out of danger. Very good play, and although he doesn't get credited with the kill onto the Tier 1 tower, as I'm sure he would have liked, still a good attempt.
Now everybody on the right side looking towards a kill onto somebody, but Rochacho stops Jellly during the rollout, gets the taunt. And Aggro and Zachsy combined to deal 90% damage to the support. It's going to force Jellly out of this one, head back to base. So will Zeus. Erry Day Carry doesn't have the burst damage to take out Fire Giant, but they do have the burst damage to take out a solo laner. Dwurst now surrounded, half HP. Knocks up 2. Here comes Aggro. Stun is strong. Can they get him before the ult? And they can. Zachsy takes out Dwurst, and Erry Day Carry wind up 5v4 for a full minute.
Dwurst definitely feeling himself, thinking, I'm Wukong, I can't die. Nothing you can do to me scares me.
Little deep. Yep.
Also, that's going to hurt. You just saw Delta Marine throw down and hit his Soul Reaver onto Ratotoskr, the person who can heal it up the fastest.
Myflin in some trouble. Geb Shield will save him, and he jumps out.
And there goes the heal right there on the top side, starting to get that done.
Now, that's one of the things when we see this Zeus build come out, the very defensive, yet there's a but there is a Soul Reaver. It did wind up being a Book of Thoth. But the Soul Reaver, definitely not an item you want to be poking with. It's something you just want to go in for.
All the damage coming out onto Aggro very quickly, and the Sanctuary gets popped afterwards when it's not any more relevant. Myflin going to get a kill here. AirCougar finds one in the back.
Zachsy in some trouble. He's going to ask for help from Rochacho, but that was an exit strategy. Rochacho in trouble. Weekend in trouble. Erry Day Carry in trouble.
Oh,
Zachsy
no.
will rewind into the clutches of Team Eager. Stunned. He'll get knocked up just barely. That was a big basic and a bigger jump. Myflin takes out the Chronos. Only one alive for EDC is the support. Rochacho will make his way over here.
He's less than half health.
Yeah.
Even attempting
Turn it around.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Just go back to the base, heal up, and attempt to defend the Phoenix. That's all you have in you right now. You got 30 seconds before your boys are coming up, and you need to make sure you're using every second as wisely as possible. And so far, not a great job. We needed you to back, get that healing, and be at the Phoenix before they were there. Now you're defending at 2/3 health. You're going to eat some damage, or you're going to wind up dead.
Phoenix just being aggressed on by the Hunter should go down in a matter of seconds. And there it is. Audacity helps AirCougar take out the mid and immediately turn their sides to the right side. Aggro will, or Cougar will tank just a little bit.
I like that he takes the first couple hits. He's in the back. He can reset it very quickly. He's got lifesteal on the build. He's got Fire Giant ticking. And that way one person's not taking a massive stack of damage. It's just AirCougar taking a few hits in the beginning. You can see he's almost full.
And there's Chapo trying to find a way in, but Cougar says no. A couple of basics. A lot of defense on the Rat, but Cougar's still able to fight Thor as well. Now this Phoenix going down a little bit slower because Cougar's not there, but still winds up finding a kill.
They're trying to bait. They want this. Eager wants this. He's looking for the big lightning storm. Eyes on Delta Marine here. He's definitely going to be going for it as soon as we see this major landing. No, he throws down the chain lightning. Not a lot of damage.
There's the Sanctuary. There's Weekend on the side trying to find the side kill, but he can't. Excellent placement from Delta Marine. Saves the ultimate till the absolute last moment where it's necessary. finds the kill on the weekend. A minute on him, a minute on Brochacho. It's 5v3 coming into this base, and it looks like Eager want to be aggressive. They won game one. If they take out the Titan, this is set.
Myflin gets a full teleport and a full health bar back in the back line. Chapo trying to find something. He will help his team get one kill as a Flame Wave will do it. Zachsy finds Dwurst. 2 people down so far, but Myflin with a huge hit, able to get him out. I don't know if it's going to be enough damage to make sure that Chapo can stop. No, nowhere even close.
29-39 read the kills, and just shy of 40 minutes. Team Eager wind up 15K above their opposition, and more importantly, 2 games above their opposition. Erry Day Carry fails for the 4th week in a row to take down Eager, and they're the #1 crown.
Wow, Eager looking, I don't want to say better and better every week, because that's not true. Erry Day Carry is getting closer every week, and even though they didn't get a game this week, you could see that the team potential is getting better.
Right.
Whereas last time, the Eager loss I felt was just sloppy play. This time, their almost loss was due to the fact that Erry Day Carry was playing very well.
Without a doubt. We'll take a look at where this one started. Game number 2, the first blood came by way of the Rat, and really, this was a rough play. You can see Chapo, he capitalized off of the fact that Myflin took so much poke, and they just pressed W and hit their buttons. There's really not that much analysis needed for that one.
You know, a lot of it has to do with the fact that Brutalize does a ton of damage. Yes, but at the same time, so does Flurry of Acorns.
Look at this play. Look at this play. Pops both potions. Health ticking up. He's at, 1% health. Look how quickly it's ticking up. Now, all of a sudden, now it's a fight. Dwurst waiting. Doesn't get the hit from the big ultimate, but just, that's enough.
Wow.
That's enough. That's all he needed.
I don't really know what he could have done better, talking about Dwurst in that situation. The Flurry of Acorns comes out, and I think the problem is that he canceled the Ox. If he had gone forward and avoided the damage on the return and then backed up, there was a possibility. But it actually winds up being Chapo just destroying him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the right call the right call in hindsight is to retreat. But when you have a 50 HP Ratotoskr coming at you,
coward,
you don't retreat. Like that's one of those things where armchair coaches will sit back and go, "You clearly shouldn't have taken that fight." But in the moment, you're just not gonna wind up on top.
I mean, in that situation, you see a dude in the air. It's like, if you land on me, I'm gonna kill you.
Exactly.
I was even saying, don't jump down there. You're gonna die.
I saw the pots,
and he dies.
I knew he would take that one. You want to talk about over-aggression? Myflin. It works out for him this time around. The player formerly known as Mytheria on the Fenrir made a lot of what we considered curious plays at first, but you can't argue with the slash line. Myflin wound up on top, and a lot of the team's success wound up because of how aggressive this Fenrir wound up being.
In that last play, the way that he activated Hal, got a little bit of lifesteal, ran back, beautiful kill here, and then weaken right after. There's really not many places he can go. He'll get the hammer here in just a second, but Myflin's just like, there's no way that you're getting away from me.
Look at the knock-up coming out from AirCougar again. I love to see people utilize the entirety of the kit out of Apollo. Myflin gets stunned out here, and it looks like he's making this is way too aggressive. But all of a sudden, he's able to bring Weaken back to the team. There's a stun, and toasted.
And look at the way he repositions himself. He attacks while juking behind the body to ensure that he's putting himself on the side of the body that he wants to be near his team, not near the enemy base.
We saw a lot of Myflin really bringing the players into that situation, and AirCougar was the one that capitalized off of most of it. I mean, we saw Gold Fury, Fire Giant fights, mid lane fights, short lane fights, long lane fights, and we'll start here 20 minutes in. AirCougar gets low, but that doesn't deter him, still fighting.
Aussie ticking right now. You can see him doing a lot of damage, slow activated, a beautiful blind shot over the wall, 180 no scope, got him.
Now here again, that time so beautiful will miss, but the Mez ensures a couple of basics will hit.
You know, that's not even fair. While yes, he did miss, he cut the only path Ratotoskr could have taken off and then immediately shoots back in the right spot.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
What do I always say? The impossible decision. You get hit by my basics or my so beautiful. Either way, you're dead. And AirCougar again.
What is this, just like AirCougar killing Chapo rundown?
I mean, that's
the montage?
That's what it was all about. AirCougar just laying waste to everyone that decided they wanted to look at him.
Oh, and then Zachsy. Oh, what an unfortunate rewind.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, this is the beautiful shot over the wall, and then,
the follow-up.
Myflin getting the kill, thanks to 2 amazing shots by AirCougar.
Great play coming out from Eager. That puts them at #1 for this week. And as I said, at #1 over everybody else. Erry Day Carry lose 2 in a row. And they walked through Clow and the Sambams to get into the finals. So it's not like Erry Day Carry had an easy time to get here.
That's true. They didn't have, I would say, an easy matchups.
No.
But the skill level of this team is much higher than most, just not higher than Eager's. Not yet.
Not yet, and that seems to be the case overall. Very curious to see where this team winds up after a long time, and I think it's no question. I don't even need to know how many teams will be in the SCL to know that we will see this matchup many times in the fall.
One more set this week to be done before we close the curtain on week 4 of the SPL, and that's, of course, Monday Night Smite.
Yes.
Pain versus Pern coming up tomorrow. Make sure to check that out. I'm very excited for it.
I am extremely excited. I really want to see how Enemy and Eager face off. Both teams, I mean, you can't say Enemy's been trending upward. They've just been up, and Eager certainly have been trending upward, heading in the right direction. We'll see who takes who down next. That's tomorrow, right here on hi-rez TV. For today, though, we're going to hang it up. For myself, Adonis, Hindu Man, Diem, Brandon, everybody behind the scenes, and, of course, your boy, Peckies. We'll see you tomorrow.